Small talk. Many people believe small talk is very boring and not personable. Although that is true, there are many places where small talk is very important. In the Western culture, strangers talk to other strangers frequently. On the other hand, small talk is not so common in the Eastern culture. Because strangers are friendly to one another in the Western culture, small talk is very important to master in regards to learning English. One other place small talk is important is in an interview. That is why this session will be important to learn. The best way to learn small talk is to provide many examples, so this lesson will be taught using an example format. Small talk involves many different topics. We will have several sessions on small talk once we have covered other subjects such as sports, jobs, school, etc. But for now, we will go through the basics of small talk conversation. To initiate small talk, we can use what we have learned from our previous several sessions. Hi, Bill. How are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm doing well myself. Wasn't that simple? If you studied the material in prior sessions, this should be real easy for you. Now that we have initiated the small talk, it's your responsibility to keep the conversation going. In order to do so, you can talk about anything that is not too personal. Let's first ask what the other person has been doing lately. What have you been up to lately? Well, I just started to work at the bank, so I'm pretty busy learning everything. You can elaborate on what you have learned to keep the conversation alive. In this example, you are going to ask more questions about school and work. Does that mean you already finished school? I thought you had one more semester left. I took summer courses, so I finished one semester early. It's great that you got a job. I'm really happy for you. Thanks. As you can now tell, the conversation is getting old. You have a choice of ending the conversation or changing the topic. Let's practice ending the conversation. We should get together for lunch sometime. Yeah, that would be great. I'll call you sometime. Okay, I'll see you later. All right, see ya. Small talk. 2 example dialogues. In this conversation, we initiated the conversation and talked about the other person. However, sometimes you will not have anything to talk about. In order to keep the conversation alive, you should think about topics such as the weather. Hi, Mary. Oh, hi. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. How about you? Not too bad. The weather is great, isn't it? Yes, it's absolutely beautiful today. I wish it was like this more frequently. Me too. So where are you going now? I'm going to meet a friend of mine at the department store. Going to do a little shopping? Yeah, I have to buy some presents for my parents. What's the occasion? It's their anniversary. That's great. Well, you better get going. You don't want to be late. I'll see you next time. Sure. Bye. This example is when you run into someone. This is an easy type of small talk because when you run out of things to say, you can always say bye. There are times when you don't have that option. Let's practice a situation where you cannot leave, such as an interview. I go into depth about interview communication in a different section. For now, I'm going to emphasize the small talk portion of an interview. There are times when you will not have an opportunity for small talk, but in other cases, you might have to talk about general things. Hi, my name is Josh. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hi, Josh. I'm glad to be here. Did you have any problems finding this place? I didn't have any problems. I found directions on the internet, so it was pretty easy to find. However, the traffic was not that great. Traffic is never good around here. I agree. It would be great if there was a train or a subway line that went through here. That would be so great. I would definitely take the train if they had it. Trains are great because you can read a book or get a little rest instead of having to fight the traffic. Very true. Well, let me begin by telling you about our company. This is a good example of small talk. It shows that you are easy to speak with, and most importantly, you found a small connection, even though it was about a small topic, such as the traffic problem. In this type of situation, don't feel that you have to constantly talk. If it is not relevant to the topic, it might be easier not to say anything, but if you can add on to the topic, it's a good thing. The person who is giving the interview has the control, and that person will direct the small talk to the interview when the time is right. In my example above, I made a small transition from the traffic and started the interview process. If you are interested about interview, please go to the interview section. You may now move to the practice session.
Hey, Paul. What are you doing here?
Oh, how's it going? I'm meeting up with a friend here.
How have you been, man?
Oh, not too bad. Still in school and having a little fun.
How are you enjoying Mr. Lee's history class?
It's so boring.
Tell me about it. If it wasn't a requirement, I wouldn't have taken it.
How about you? What have you been up to?
I finished school last spring. I'm searching for a job now, but I'm slacking off.
Oh, I heard the job market's not so hot right now.
I could always take a low-end job, but I'm not that desperate yet.
Well, good luck to you.
Thanks. It was good seeing you again.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
Have a good night.
You're John, right?
Yes. Oh, you're in my English class, right?
Yeah, I'm Martha.
Well, it's good to finally meet you.
How are you enjoying the class?
I'm not sure. Some days it seems okay, but other days I am totally bored in class.
I know what you mean. Do you know what is wrong with the weather these days? I haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks.
The weather has been pretty terrible recently.
I'm really hoping the weather gets better.
Do you have something coming up?
To tell you the truth, it's just depressing seeing so much rain.
I don't blame you. It has been pretty gloomy for some time now.
This is my stop. I'll see you later.
I'll see you in class. Bye.
Movies. Asking a friend. In this section, we will work on the planning aspect of watching a movie. In other movie sections, we will cover discussing a movie, types of movies, etc. Since this is the first movie section, let me take a quick minute to explain how to find movie times and how to pay for tickets in America. It's very similar and simple. First, you need to find out what time a show is playing. In most cases, this is done by checking the internet. Usually, you type in the zip code and all the theaters in that area will display all the movies and movie times for that week. After you have chosen the movie to see, you need to buy the ticket. There are some places you can buy online, but it isn't that popular yet. You can go to the theater before the movie starts and buy it at the theater. The only thing you need to know how to say is the movie name and the movie time. Here's a quick example. Let's say you are watching the Titanic at 3 o'clock. You walk up to the counter and say, "Titanic, 3 o'clock." Wasn't that easy? Finally, big blockbuster movies usually sell out of tickets very quickly. So if you want to see it on opening day, it is wise to go to the theater right when it opens and buy the tickets in advance. Before you watch a movie, you need to plan ahead with friends. Either you are asking a friend to watch a movie, or you are answering. In either case, we will cover it here. The following questions and statements are used when asking a friend to watch a movie. Hey John, do you want to go see a movie tonight? I'm going to watch Terminator 2. Do you want to join? Let's go see The Matrix tomorrow. What time should we meet at the theater? Let's watch a movie after dinner. The Titanic is coming out this Friday. Let's go see it. If there are not enough details, a response can be in a question form. Here are a couple of examples. Who is all going? Who are you watching it with? Where are you watching it? What time are you watching the movie? Normal answers. That sounds great. I always wanted to see that. Let's go. Let's meet at the theater at 4 o'clock. Sure. Do you want to eat lunch together before the movie? I've already seen that movie. What else is playing? I can't. I have to work that night. That movie sounds scary. I don't like horror movies. I really don't like the actors. I'm going to pass. Movies. Example conversation. Let's look at a couple of example conversations before going to the practice section. Hey John, I'm going to see The Matrix with Peter and Brad. Do you want to come? When are you guys going? We're going to see the 8 o'clock showing. That would be great. Where are you guys meeting? We're meeting at the theater at 7:30. Great. I'll meet you guys there. Hey Jill. What's up, Mike? I was wondering if you have any plans for tomorrow night. I don't think I have anything special for tomorrow. Why? Do you want to see the Titanic with me? I wanted to see that. Yeah, let's go. What time is good for you? How about 7:30? Sure. I'll meet you at the theater at 7.
I hear Batman is supposed to be good. Do you want to go see it tomorrow?
I have to eat dinner with my family tomorrow.
We can watch The Late Show. I think it starts at 9:45.
That would be great.
What time can you be at the theater by?
I can be there by 9:15.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing really.
Let's watch a movie or something.
What's on these days?
I think they're playing Lord of the Rings.
That sounds pretty good. Let's watch that.
Where should we meet?
How about at the subway entrance?
Alright, I'll meet you there at 1 o'clock.
Hey Steve, what are you doing these days?
Just working, the same as usual.
Have you seen Sheedy?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Let's go watch it tomorrow. It's a weekend and you should take a break.
Well, to think of it, that sounds great.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, about noon, and let you know the time.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
What should we do this Saturday?
Rocky 6 is supposed to come out this Friday.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be any good.
The only reason I want to see it because I've seen the previous 5.
True. Okay, let's see it this Saturday.
How about we hook up for lunch at 12 and then go see the movie afterwards?
Sounds like a plan. Let's meet in front of Tower Records at 12.
Movie types. Action and drama. In the next 3 movie sections, we are going to learn about different movie types. Afterwards, we will cover having discussions about movies that you recently saw. But for now, let's work on movie types. There are many different types of movies. You probably know them all in your language, but let's learn what they are in English. Also, we will learn how to say a couple of sentences related to a movie type. If you disagree with a sentence, feel free to change some words around so they fit what you want to say. Although there are many categories, we will learn the most basic 10 types of movies. Action, drama, comedy, romantic comedy, horror, science fiction, suspense, thriller, western, commentary, nonfiction. Action. Movies with lots of fighting, shooting, exploding, etc. What kind of movie do you like? I like action movies because they are fast-paced. Action movies are my favorite. I like all the action movies with a lot of guns. I like fight scenes that are choreographed. Drama. Everyone knows drama, like Titanic and Schindler's List. What type of movies do you like? I like all sorts of drama. I like movies that play with my emotion. Drama movies are great because they are the most realistic. The sad drama movies that make me cry. Movie types: comedy and horror. Comedy: funny movies with many jokes or actors acting in a funny way. I love all types of comedy because I love to laugh. Comedy is my favorite because it is very entertaining to me. I like comedy that makes fun of political things. Comedy is so hilarious that I always enjoy watching them. Romantic comedy: funny movies with a strong romantic theme. Opposite to action because usually guys like action and the ladies like romantic comedies. Many people view romantic comedy movies as chick flicks. Chick equals girl, flick equals movie. Chick flick equals a girl type of movie. A movie a girl will like, take your girlfriend to type of movie, or something like that. Romantic comedy is funny movies that involve a lot of romance. I love all the storylines of romantic comedy movies. Horror: scary movies that will give you nightmares for 3 months. When I was a little kid, I couldn't sleep because of horror movies. Horror movies are not scary anymore. I have yet to see a movie that really scares me. I hate horror movies because I cannot sleep. I always have nightmares after watching horror movies, so I try to avoid them. Movie types: other types. Science fiction: futuristic movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, time travel, superhuman powers, etc. Many science fiction movies are about the future. The success of a science fiction movie is usually dependent on how much they spend on special effects. After watching a science fiction movie such as Star Wars, I always wish I lived in the future. Gene Roddenberry and George Lucas are two great people in the science fiction world. Suspense, thriller: a movie that intentionally keeps you in a heightened state. I am always on the edge of my seat when I watch suspenseful movies. I can't stand to watch suspenseful movies because my stomach always gets upset. The suspense just kills me. It's so exciting to watch a suspense movie. Western: old-time cowboy movies. Western movies are not so popular anymore. Clint Eastwood was a popular Western actor. Western movies show a little bit about the United States during the early years. After watching The Last Samurai, I always hoped an Asian country will make a movie called The Last Cowboy. Commentary, nonfiction: educational and true. Commentaries in nonfiction films are usually educational. Non-profit organizations usually create commentaries supported by the government. Popular nonfiction films are about chimpanzees and gorillas. Sometimes, nonfiction films are sad because of the hidden truth that is revealed.
What type of movies do you like?
I like comedies. How about you?
I like action.
Action is fun too.
What type of movies do you like?
I like all sorts of movies, primarily drama and science fiction.
That's an interesting combination. How about Western movies?
Western and horror are the two types of movies I don't care for.
Why don't you like horror? They are entertaining.
Some are entertaining, but I find most of them stupid and childish. For example, I don't understand why a person always goes into the house alone when something is suspicious.
I know what you mean, but it's just a movie. They need for the characters to do that.
Hey, you want to see a movie tomorrow?
Sounds like a good plan. What do you want to see?
How about Legally Blonde?
Oh, my girlfriend wanted to see that movie. I have to take her later, so I don't want to watch it ahead of time. How about The Cube?
Isn't that a scary movie?
How scary can it be? Come on. It will be fun.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
That's the spirit. I'll see you tomorrow after class.
Okay, see you tomorrow.